Hi, I'm Jenny. Welcome to my channel where we focus on using ordinary materials to make beautiful things. Today I want to work in my Sunken Treasure Journal. I have put nothing in this journal. I made the cover, I put some pages in to play on, and then I proceeded to make a bunch of ephemera. You guys have seen, I think, all or most of this. I have fussy cut things that I have used to decorate tags and journal cards, and then I just kind of kept all the rest of the fussy cut. So I have a ton of little fussy cut seaweed and animals and fish and coral and all kinds of things. I have some pockets, little envelopes that we've made to go in there. I have some seashells that I cut apart and then put back together with different metallic substances. I have tags that we made in a couple of different videos, I think. And I have a few little pockets, library card pockets. I have some little journal cards. In short, oh, I forgot. And I have our specimen slides. I know we made those together. So in short, I have quite a bit of ephemera. And today's video, I was like, oh, I'll make some more ephemera for my Sunken Treasure Journal. And then I got out the journal and I started looking at the ephemera and I thought, no, I really need to put some stuff in that journal. So here's the thing. I am always hesitant to start gluing things down in the journal. I know this is silly. It's like, it's just paper and you know, I know I can do whatever. And if I hate the page, I can pull it out and put it in another page. It's not even that. I'm always worried. I can tell you I have anxiety about this. I'm always worried that I'm going to put something in the wrong place. I don't know if you guys feel that way. I think, what if I put it somewhere and then a week from now I look at it and go, oh, I should have used that on this other page. What if I do that and I can't undo it? So I'm always a little worried about gluing things in. I love making the journals. I love making the covers. I love putting the pages in. I love making all the ephemera. And then when it comes time to start putting it in, I procrastinate, which is what I've done now. I have procrastinated. And so I think I will probably end up having to make some more ephemera, but I'm not really sure what I want now. So I thought I needed to actually put some of it in here and then I could maybe decide what I wanted. So I want to show you a couple things that I've done to help me, to help myself, right? One of the things I did was I created this little card that I can just put with whatever journal I'm working on. I actually made 2 of them so that I could just like stick it inside whatever journal I have, and I usually have a couple going at once. And it has like different ideas for, you know, what to do in the journal. So collage, belly band, pocket, tuck spot, you know, you get the idea. So I have this, I've added anything, you know, with fabric, and I even left space on the back to handwrite things. So I typed this on my computer and printed it on some colored paper. And then on the back, I added an idea. Oh, I forgot. I should have put packing tape transfers on there. You know, so as I think of things that maybe are not on here, I can write them on the back. But then I can use this to help me. And so one of the things that I'm going to do is see where it says poems and text excerpts. I had kind of thought about putting a poem maybe in the front of this book. And the more I think about it, the more I think I would like to have a poem on every page, or at least every set of 2 pages. Like, so I need a poem for each of the two-page spreads. So I spent some time this morning finding some poems that I wanted. I knew I wanted the poem Maggie and Millie and Molly and May from E.E. Cummings. I knew I wanted that for the inside front cover because it's one of my favorite all-time poems, and it just goes perfectly with this theme. So I love that poem. I'll just read it to you. I'm not going to read you all the poems, but I am going to read this one because it is my favorite. Maggie and Millie and Molly and May went down to the beach to play one day, and Maggie discovered a shell that sang so sweetly she couldn't remember her troubles. And Millie befriended a stranded star whose rays 5 languid fingers were. And Molly was chased by a horrible thing which raced sideways while blowing bubbles. And May came home with a smooth round stone, as small as a world and as large as a loan. For whatever we lose, like a you or a me, it's always ourselves we find in the sea. So that has long time been one of my very favorite poems. So that's going inside the front cover, and then I'll find a place for these others. I only have like 5 right now, and of course I will need more, but I just kind of stopped with those. So I thought I would start with the inside cover, and this looks a little small. I mean, I could put it in here, and I do like the inside of this book cover, but I was thinking I might use one of these fussy cut images, and I thought I might put her on here. Now, I do have to admit, this is not how she looked when I got her out of my stash. I decided that I was going to spatter some copper colored paint on her. And I thought, oh, this will be good. I'll spatter some paint and it'll be cute. So I covered her face with a little strip of paper, and I spattered the paint. And when I picked it up, the paint smeared onto her face. And I tried to clean it off, and the paint just smeared round and round and round. You get the picture. So I decided to go back and just repaint her, and then re-outline her a little bit. So she is now very coppery, I guess copper tone, maybe in the sun, I don't know. Which is not really what I intended, but you know, we kind of go with what happens to us sometimes. So my thought is that could be in just a little bit, and she will go over the edge, but she won't be covering any of the words. And she'll go here. And then I do want to put some jewels and things on her. You might recall the front of this is that Sunken Treasure is just covered with jewels and things, you know, from the bottom of the ocean, just bric-a-brac and stuff shining through. And so I want to be sure that there's some bling on each part of the journal. So I want to do that for sure. Okay, so let's get started. Enough talk, enough chit chat. Let's get moving here. Right, moving right along. So I'm hoping to get some of the stuff glued in. So my thought is, even if I don't like totally finish a page, if I get some stuff glued in, maybe I will feel better about doing stuff to it. You know, so let's get that a little bit of here. I'm always nervous when I start gluing things into a journal. It's like there's some finality to it, you know, and especially if I make the, what did I do with my towel? I have misplaced my towel. There it is. Especially if I make the ephemera in advance, sometimes I have an easier time if I look at a page and go, what do I want on this page? And then I make whatever it is I want for that page. So I've custom made it for that page. So I have an easier time then of gluing stuff in, but it takes much longer. I feel like each page, you know, and maybe not, maybe, you know, in the long run, it doesn't really, because, you know, I didn't have to spend all the time pre-making the ephemera. But honestly, it's fun to make all the ephemera, so, you know, to me, that's one of the fun parts. And it's not that it's not fun to put it in the journal. I like making the ephemera. I like building the journal. I like decorating things. And I sure like looking at it at the end. But I'm always just a little worried. Just, just being really honest here with you guys. I'm always just a little worried about putting it in. So I don't know. Do you guys feel that way too? Is it just me? Is it just me? I'd sure like to hear from you in the comments about whether or not you worry about putting things in the wrong place. Not that there's really any wrong place, but sometimes it feels like there's a wrong place, only because you think later you should have put it somewhere else. Okay, I got my blue bin here. Let's see what I've got. I've got some jewels. Got some of those. Might scatter some stuff in her hair. Let's see, there's washi tape, postage stamps. Oh, this one's pretty with the rainbow, and since she's kind of rainbow here, maybe we should do that. Let's see, haven't used this one yet. I just got this one the other day. It's probably been a week, I don't know. Probably more than that, but I'm not always sure what day or week it is, to be honest. Oh. Well, this is fun. We could put a few little things across there. How many do we think? Like 4 maybe. Since she's all rainbowy down here. I'm trying to trim off some of those little edges. Okay, so we've got this one. It's yellow and blue and dropping it in kind of an iridescent bluey and then a purple. I guess maybe we should have done 3. It's like our little belt there. And I've got this one that's red and yellow. I think I like that one better. Okay, so if we do that, maybe we could put this extra one up on her starfish in her hair. Definitely need a little bling on her wrist down here. She had a pearl bracelet down here that I had put on there, and then when I painted over it, it kind of lost its definition. 2 or 3, 2 of those, I think. I get a lay of the land here. I think I just want sparkly stuff in every layout somewhere, because that's just kind of my thing. I really love all the blingy stuff and the bright colors, and now I'm just keep turning it over and over. Apparently I have glue already on my fingers. And it's just kind of my thing, and I know it's not everybody's thing, but it is mine. So and it's my journal, right? So that's how we're gonna do it. Maybe we could put a little up there. Just a little piece there. How's that? How's that? How's that? I think that looks pretty good. I don't know that she needs any more. She might, but if she does, we can always add it later. I keep saying I'm going to get like a small little bottle with a fine tip and decant this so that it's easier to work with, and I just never do it. Just never do it. I had seen, I know that a lot of people have those Sugar Bell icing bottles. They're a little pricey, um, but I did see somebody that had a less expensive version. I'm going to have to go back and see if I can find it again because I don't remember where they got them. But somebody had like really like smaller. They bought like a whole package. Um, and it was like a package of 6 smaller ones, which would be nice because you could put paint in some and you could put glue in some. I'll just do up a little bit there. Okay. All right. So I think we're gonna leave her there for now. We might come back and add something else later, you know, but right now I think that's a good start. So I thought in the back, I want to do something to the back cover as well. I thought I might use one of these envelopes. So I had already, this one was black and white and I'd already spattered it. Now these I didn't spatter. But again, I was looking at the shells here, and the shells are up here more, so I thought we could leave those, we could see them. We covered a lot of the inside cover on the front, but maybe I could leave more on the back. And so I was thinking, does that fit? Oh, it just fits. So I was thinking maybe this one, and then maybe we'd tuck in like all of these little seashells, because I was watching Joey DeFee, who is one of my favorite people to watch. And she was talking about overstuffing your pockets. She was talking about, she said, you know, she's talking about don't be skimpy. Don't just put one little thing in your pocket. I mean, unless it's something that's meant to be, you know, like a focal point, like if you have a large tag or something like that, that's different. But, you know, if you're putting in a pocket that you're just going to put some goodies in so you have something cool to look at when you're looking at it, then be sure and stuff it. And I hadn't really thought about it, and I went back and looked at some of my journals, and I can tell you I'm a little skimpy with what I put in those pockets when I'm making them. I'm always afraid of making them too bulky. It's going to be too bulky. But really, especially on a back cover like this, you can put a bunch of stuff in there and it's, you know, it's going to be fine. So, and then on the back, I think when I get to the back page, I'll do something here and put a poem here maybe. But I just wanted to, you know, I wanted to tuck all these in so that I can take them out and look at them, because I love these pictures. These are lovely pictures of shells that came out of a lovely book, and I have plenty of seashells of my own that I enjoy looking at. But I thought this would be fun to tuck in here. I don't know that they need in particular order or anything, but whichever ones are going to stand up here, peeking out. So I think that's a fun way then to end the book. When you get to the end, you can pull out the seashells and look at all of the individual seashells. So that was my thought. I kind of had those thought out. Now is the hard part, right? Now is the part where I have to do something on a page. So let's pick a page. That's so lovely. I don't know that I want to cover it up. So wallpaper. Okay, and then the other half. And you might recall that I have not sewn any of these pages in. Right now I just have them in with an elastic, which I saw other people do. It's like a traveler's notebook style, so that if I need to take the pages out to work on them, I can. It's pretty flat. The cover is pretty substantial underneath, so it doesn't really move too much. All right. Excuse me. Let's start here. It's as good a place as any to start. And so I want to do something here and here. Maybe I will take those out just so I know I've got them, and then we can set that aside. Okay, so it's going to go like this. So I need to do this page and this page. What do I have? Let's see. I don't really care for this. Let's see if I've got something to cover it. That would look good, I think. And it looks good. It looks good with this side, so that's good. What else? Where would we put? Let's see. Let's pick a poem. That one seems a little big, maybe. Let's see. Okay, so we could put a poem here, or we could put it here. I don't know. What else? Let's see. What about a pocket? I have a few pockets already made. That one's kind of silly, but I don't know that I want silly because the poem's not silly. I think I'll save that one for a silly poem. I like the colors with this, but I like the seahorse on this. Okay, so let's just gonna make a decision. I'm gonna try not to overthink it. So I don't really care for this part very much. So maybe this part is hidden there. So when I put this in, I had this piece of sheet music and it was falling apart. So I did just glue it to a heavier piece of paper. So that's why you're seeing some under there. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I just seem to have a frog in my throat. So, all right, so I like that so far. And what else? I've got some tags. I think these fit into this. So there's that one. Jellyfish, and then there's this one. So I think I like this one better because I like the blue ribbon, but I like that this part contrasts with the others. Okay, so then we need something here. What do we have? Let's see. Looking through the little fussy cut images. That's cute. Might be cute. Up there, we could let him swim around up there. And then maybe put some seaweed down here. He could be kind of on top of part of it and under part of it. Like that. Okay. All right, I think I'm liking that. So I'm gonna go ahead and glue it down before I change my mind. Like I said, if I decide to do other things, and and it could be that I'm gonna put some ephemera in, and then I'm gonna decide I need to, paint some of the pages out or something like that, which, is fine. I can go back and do that. Oh my gosh, I put glue on that and I didn't even glue this down. Okay, watch what you're doing, Jenny. This is one of the pieces that I made with the crayons and candle wax in, I think, a video from last week. Could be the week before by the time this goes on. Might have been, might have been the week before. So there we go. And I don't mind a little bit of the wording sticking out up here. I mean, it is a piece of wallpaper, so. Okay. That down. tried to pick some different fonts when I was printing the poems. So I wanted to pick some that look kind of typewritery, and then others that are a little more fancy. All right, so this guy is going to go here, and this guy is going to go here. So we can put some glue on him and then slide the other ones up underneath. The last themed journal I made as a gift for somebody. So I knew, that it was going to have X number of pages, and I wanted to do different things, that kind of stuff. So I didn't struggle quite as much with it. I don't think. When it's myself, I tend to struggle more, I think, because when I'm making it for somebody, there's usually a deadline, and I can, and I work well with deadlines. So there's usually a little bit of a time constraint. I'm making it for, so-and-so's birthday or Christmas or, something like that. And so, when you're making something on a deadline, you just have to make a decision. And I think sometimes that's easier. It is for me anyway. It is for me. Okay, so that's that side. So this side, take that out and glue this down. Suppose I could have done a double pocket and put another tag behind it, but these pockets are kind of narrow. The library pockets are. So just get it pushed down there. I am trying really hard to keep the glue off of my fingers, but I am failing. I can feel it. Okay, so then that's gonna go in there. Let's see, so that has a little bling on the tag already, so I think we need to do something over here. Got blue, got green. Also have some silver and gold. This has some bronze kind of on it. Not quite as bright, that's more of a pale yellow. And let's see. I wonder if we could put some little stars down there and let them be starfish scattered across the bottom. What do you think? Some little starfish? Just a couple, maybe one over here too. Like up in there. You think it's better up there? And maybe one over here. Let's see, I don't know, over here or back over on this page to finish that 3. Maybe there. Okay. So then I have some of this. What could we do with this? We could just put a line of it down the edge. Or we could dot some jewels up in there maybe. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue the stars down. I like the stars. My goodness. You know, it seems like it's one of those you squeeze the bottle, squeeze the bottle, squeeze the bottle, and it wheezes like there's nothing in it, but it's at least half full. So there's plenty there. It just, let's see, do I want it there? Do I want it back over here to kind of tie them together? Maybe back over here. That's maybe a good idea. Okay. Now what have I done with my lid? I don't know what I did with the cap. I'm sure it's right in front of me and I'm just not seeing it. Okay. All right, I think I like this paler gold better because it kind of goes with that. So then it's just a question of whether here or just just some up in the corner. I think down the edge. Let's see. And I think just one row. You know, if it doesn't have jewels on it, it's just not done. So we can just put some on the edge there. That's kind of nice with the gold. Let's see. Do we want any up here? Just like dropped in a couple little places. Let's cut a couple apart and see how they look. I had a blue one a while ago that I cut apart, but I don't know what I did with it. It's gone. It's somewhere in the mess that is my table here. I'm just having trouble with this today. Gosh. I think I may have to get out the tweezers. I just can't seem to get it to go. Maybe three little doohickeys up there. Yeah, I think I like the idea of that. Do we want any over here? There's already some on the tag. Could just put that other little piece there. Just for grins. Right. Let's see if I can get it to stick without messing it up. There we go. Just a couple. It's sticking to my fingers. Oh my gosh. I'm struggling today, y'all. Okay. And I think I want this right on the edge here. Just get a line of glue there. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm kind of liking that. I know it's not, it's pretty simple. Didn't put a lot of stuff on it, but I feel like it's good to go where it is. So we slide that back in the book, and let's see if we can find another page, maybe one more for now. Okay, so this was the middle. So this was right here. And oops, I'm moving. Oh my gosh, see? Start moving it around before it's dry. Get it straightened back out. All right. Okay. Should have just let it sit there for another minute or two probably while I worked on another page. Okay. And I think once I'm done with all of the pages, I think I am going to go through and sew them together, because I feel like this just moves a lot. But I didn't put it in tight elastic. These were just elastic bands I had. So maybe if I had sewn in some tighter elastic, not sewn in, but tied, some tighter elastic, maybe that would have been better. Let's see, that sticks out a little bit. Not sure I care. I don't know. Could always just wrap it to the other side. Yeah. Okay. All right, so that's the front cover, the back cover, this page. Let's go to a different signature. And I can tell you, I'm really bad about flipping through different signatures. I know I'm supposed to work in one signature and then like do a page here and a page there and move it through the book to keep it even. And I usually don't. I usually start at the beginning and work my way through. So trying to do better on this one. Trying to do better. Oh, okay, so I was gonna say, what was that? That's an envelope, and we can see that through it, but that's okay. We'll just put some over it. Oh, that's pretty, I like that. Maybe I'll just do the center pages. This is kind of neat. What could we do on that one? Let's set that over there. What could we do here? So it goes this way. See what kind of poems I have still. This one's big. I'm not sure where this is going to go because it's so big. It may have to go on that back cover, which is probably the biggest page. It just doesn't seem to really fit. It's too long. Maybe I'll have to, maybe I could retype it and like let some of the lines carry down so it's not as long. Might do that. Okay, so what about this? This one, or Emily Dickinson. I feel like that one might be a good one to put here, just size-wise. It seems like a good choice. Okay, what else do we have? Let's see, this is about a cup of ocean. Mentions purple and gold and green and blue and sunlight and ripples and breakers and foam and sand and pebbles. I like the mention of all those colors. Maybe we could use some of those colors. Make a little scene here. Still has some fish and some shells. Yeah, there's a palm tree. Well, here's like a little anemone. Good. That's gonna be over the top of it. I don't know, I kind of like it over the top of it. Maybe I could cut that a little shorter. Wouldn't have to be quite so tall. That's better. Yeah, that's better. So something like that, and maybe some coral and we'll kind of layer them here so they're on top of each other. Give it a little sense of movement there. And maybe have another one over here kind of flanking it. And then we have like a anemone or a sea star kind of. What else? Let's see, purple, gold, green, and blue. So these are greens and blues. This is kind of purpley. That's kind of an orangey gold. And maybe over here we don't. Maybe we want, maybe we want something like that, right? We could have a focal point over here. That might be nice, little focal point there. Just a few more small things underneath it. Have those in the center. Well, that's cute, I think. And then put some bling on it. Yep, I think I'm liking that. Oops. Do you know what I just realized? I don't have any tickets that go with the ocean theme. I have a bunch of ticket bases. I might have to do some tickets to tuck into some of the pockets. All right, let's start with this. Still haven't seen my cap. No telling. No telling. We'll put that up at the top in the middle, kind of. I really like the idea of putting some poetry. Maybe I was having trouble finding poems I liked that were short enough. Many of them were very long. So I might have to just go with quotes or maybe with a stanza or two of a poem. But I like the idea of having something in here to read. I haven't done that in a journal yet, not consistently. I mean, there are frequently, little things that it says, a sentiment of some kind, but not like a whole poem generally. Oops, come on. There we go. Not a whole poem. And, being an ex-English teacher, I really am fond of poetry. Not that you have to be an English teacher to be fond of poetry, because lots of people are, but I actually have my first degree, my bachelor's degree is in creative writing. And I fancied myself quite the poet when I was at college. Alas, not so much. I have written some stories and essays and things like that, and I have won some contests, just local contests and things with my writing. And I used to write for a newspaper, so I wrote professionally in that way. But I just don't think the poetry thing was probably gonna make me a living. So I really like that. I don't know if there might be some other. See, now I'm starting to second guess. Nope, not gonna look through the pile. Just gonna put this one down. I'm looking at the pile going, oh, I see other things that would make a good focal point too. Nope, just gonna put this one down. I've already chosen it. Stop second guessing yourself, Jenny. This is cute, right? I really just want it to be fun to look at. So in the end, it doesn't have to be super fancy. It doesn't have to be all kinds of things. It just needs to be fun to look at, which is really all I want. So how did we have that? We kind of had Get it this way a little bit, overlapping. I don't know, maybe there's something there. What? Let's see. Now I am looking. Maybe I should put a taller, something taller there. No, not that. Oh, look, I have another one. Oh, should we put that one on top? Put some little grass stuff at the bottom, and that's Mr. and Mrs., right? So we have Mr. and Mrs. here. So Mr. is the kind of the dark red one here, and Mrs. is purple. I don't know. I think that might be not what we want. How about a fish down here swimming? Maybe that's more what we want. I'm looking at this empty space, so it's like I feel like it needs something in that little empty space. Here's a smaller fish, but then he kind of goes up there. See, I put something in that space and it just doesn't look right to me. But I had that one here. Right? Do we want the fish? I want him over here. Now I'm just starting to second guess here. I'm just second guessing. Maybe the fish. No. I'm looking to see if I've got anything else that's that small. No, but I got this coral. It's a different color. It's kind of fun. Right, like that orange one over there. This is kind of big. I think that's going to take up too much space visually. There's some shells. Nope, I think that competes too much. Maybe we'll go ahead and sandwich that one like we did. Maybe behind. Yeah, it's a little better because it kind of comes up in that space. All right, kind of comes up in that space a little bit. And I think I like the fish, but I think I like him over there. Okay. All right. Okay. Yep, like the balance of that with that one. I'm going to put this one over a little bit. I don't want to get anything too close to the middle because I am later going to sew that down. So he's a little close there, but I think he's okay. I think he'll be all right. And then I think we're going to need a little bling on this one. I just keep moving them. I keep pushing them down. I'm just really, pushing this stuff around today. Gosh. Yeah. A little bit there. And then we gotta glue down our fish. Almost missed the fish. higher like that, or a little lower, I think. Little lower. Okay, let's put some decoration on there. So we got a little orange and a little blue. Go back to some of this. We could put one on his eye, maybe. No, that might be a little much. Not sure. Maybe just down the edge of the page. One of those, and then maybe a little more over here down the edge of this. Like the multicolored one. I think I like the multicolored. I thought these were fun little jewel things on a roll. I mean, they're not really gems, they're just kind of metallic painted, you know, but they look pretty gem-like. So let's lay that there and see. So like that. Could do a little right there. Maybe not the whole thing, just kind of, let's see. Okay, how long would that be? To there, maybe. Got a little bit left. We could put some on the bottom. We could put some on the fish. Put a few down here. 3. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how it looks. Just put some down there. No real reason for them to be there, is there? What if we just dotted some around like they were just floating in the water? You know? Something like that. Let's see. One more here. Just trying to get a little triangle going here. Got those 3. I don't know, I'm not sure I like them down there, but I like them there, and I kind of like them over here, so just feel like I need to kind of rearrange them down here. I think that would be 5, which is good to have an odd number. Yeah, maybe that's better. We kind of have I don't know, because I kind of think these 3 go together, but down here I feel like they're kind of just not quite going. Maybe. Maybe like that. Maybe just on the coral a little bit. Yeah, I think that's better. So then we kind of have a set of 3 and a set of 3, and then we've got 3 over here, and then we've got these. So, all right. The other day on Motivational Monday, I thought I'd finished a page, and then I realized that I had not put any bling on it, and I felt so bad. I had to go back and put some on because, well, it's just not me if there's no bling. All right. This one, I think I may have to let it sit for a few minutes because the last one I didn't, and I started moving stuff around and things started shifting on me. So I may just have to let this sit for a minute or two just to dry just a little bit before I start putting it back. If it didn't have the jewels, it would be okay, but the jewels are moving. Right up here. Okie doke. Okay. I think I'm liking that one. I like the kind of just the jewels scattered across the page. Okay. So I think we're gonna call it quits for there. We've done the inside 2 covers and 2 of the pages, 2 of the inside pages. So maybe that'll give me a start, and I can just kind of start gluing stuff in, and I feel a little better about it now. You know, the first page or 2 are always the hardest, always the hardest. So I'm gonna let this sit for a few minutes and dry, and I will see you next time. If you like the video, please hit like. It really helps me a lot. I'd love it if you would comment, tell me what you think about, you know, whether or not you have trouble starting into new journals and how you kind of break that first page. You know, let me know what you do down in the comments, because you probably have some really good ideas on how to do that I don't know. So until next time, remember, use what you have to make your life more beautiful. Bye.